signature for 2 years, but we don't take cash. I don't want to see your forged document, because then we might have to fight.
Well, I don't want to.
No, do not fight.
Oh, that's Elaine. Hi, Elaine. Hi, April. Hi, Mike. Hi, Emily. Hi, Mikey. What's their last name? Fiduski's. How do you say his last name? Mike's last name? What is it? Your brother-in-law. Zaluski. Charluski. Tra-la-la. Traluski.
So who just said let me ask you that. Let's pull that.
Wow, there's a lot of people here tonight. They're all here for the budget meeting, right?
Yep.
For the what? All these people, they must be here.
Okay, we're going to get started in just a minute. If the board can make sure you got your microphones on, please.
Who's in taxation? Yeah.
Is this something I could just sign afterwards or something?
Yeah, we both have to sign.
Okay, we're going to get started. If there's anyone that wants to come in from the back, or I know it's kind of crowded, we've got some very popular people here tonight, so. If everyone could please make sure your cell phones are silenced, just so. Does board, everyone have their microphones on? Ready, Bridget?
I'm ready.
Okay, good evening. The hour being 6:30 p.m. on Monday, December 12, 2022. I'd like to call to order the Brookfield Village Board meeting. Would everyone please join me in a pledge of allegiance to the flag? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Bridget. Can we have a roll call, please?
Trustee Ketchmark?
Here.
Trustee Cote?
Here.
Trustee Hendricks?
Here.
Trustee Conroy?
Here.
Trustee LeClere?
Here.
Trustee Kaluzny?
Here.
And President Garvey.
Here. Thank you, Bridget. We have several items under appointments and presentations, but I would just like to take a brief moment. I think everybody, or most people are aware, Brookfield lost one of their finest this past week, actually. I think it was last Saturday morning. We became aware that Chris Borzum from Christopher Mark Flower Shop passed away. Chris was in front of this village board. Everyone in the village that knew him loved him, and I'm not going to ask for a moment of silence because Chris didn't like silence. Chris loved to talk. He loved to be around people. There was a beautiful celebration of life this past Saturday at RB High School, where he was a longtime cheer coach. But Chris, as family members and friends stated, is at peace now. He gave it a valiant battle. He went out on his terms, and I think he'll be remembered as the champ of the Dancing with the Chamber event. It was a great send-off, and I think that's the way we should remember him. A lot of us are wearing purple or have purple things up here tonight. That was his favorite color. We have some purple flowers, compliments of Dave LeClere. So I just ask everyone to just think a happy thought about Chris. Like I said, normally I would ask for a moment of silence, but Chris didn't like silence. Chris was about happy and celebration. So when you see some beautiful flowers, as someone said at his memorial service, if you see beautiful flowers, think of Chris. And he reminded, and it was a pitch for people, just don't wait till special occasions to give flowers at all times and just a normal day. So to Chris.
President Garvey?
Yes.
I did want to add that the family is in the process of setting up a scholarship fund at RB High School for cheerleading. They're in the process of getting that set up. If anybody would like to donate to that fund, they're welcome to send a check to the Chamber of Commerce, who will hold that until the trust is completely set up and finalized. There's some legalities and loopholes that they have to jump through. But if you want to send a check to the Brookfield Chamber of Commerce or to First National Bank of Brookfield, to attention Amy Weinert, she'll hold that. Just put in the memo section, for the Chris Mark Borzum Cheerleading Fund, and it will be allocated there once the fund is set up. So I just wanted to add that.
Thank you. I know they mentioned it at the memorial service, and they were getting it set up, and it's a great way to remember. Chris was very passionate about many things in cheerleading. To listen to, my niece was in cheerleading with him and all the stories, and I saw some really funny videos of him at cheerleading events. So it's a great way for his legacy to live on. I know the memories of him will live on, but it's a great way to have it live on. So thank you, Trustee Conroy. Moving on. We were supposed to have someone from Metra here. The president of Metra was supposed to be here to make a presentation and recognize us. I don't know if anyone saw, but we have a train, an engine named after us now. There was a Metra train painted with the village of Brookfield's name on it. I think it was done in the past couple weeks. We've got very short notice of the photo op, so there's some staff members, and I think Trustee Hendricks was representing the board there. But if you see the village of Brookfield go by, wave to it. Metra asked to be here tonight and be on the agenda, but other things came up. So in the future, I believe we're going to get an actual photo from them with it. So thank you to Metra for the recognition, and the village of Brookfield will be proudly displayed throughout the whole BSNF line. So thank you to Metra. Okay, moving on to the next item, we are very honored to have some very special young people here tonight. The RB cross country team won the state championship in October of this year. And it is the first team state championship in high school, RB high school history. So it's a very proud moment for the high school, and I know we share Riverside Brookfield High School with Riverside, and I know we are very proud to congratulate them along with Riverside. I remember it was a very cold day in October when you won, because we tried to meet you guys when you came back. We got word that you guys were on your way back, and the Riverside Police Department and our first responders met you and gave you a little escort through town. And I remember standing out and like, man, these guys were running in this earlier in the day, but but I think that's ideal, probably ideal weather for you, and I don't think many things were going to hold you back. I know you have a great team, but I do know that it was a big deal for you to win. I know you're very talented. I heard it had something to do with special black jerseys you got just before the meet, that was the real reason. But we wanted to publicly congratulate you and thank you for representing RB High School and the village of Brookfield so well. So we put it on the agenda tonight. I have some certificates that I'd like to give to you on behalf of the village board. So with Trustee Conroy's help, I'm going to come down. I'm going to have it read the names. If each of you could come up, I'll give you a certificate. If you could stay up here. And there's a rule that you have to pose for pictures if your parents are here and they want one. You have to smile. You have to pose for it. You have to stay up here till the whole team gets up here, and I'm going to have Coach say a few words about you. Okay?
Sure. Will Callis.
You want Conroy or no?
Yeah.
Should we vote on that?
Zach Gaynor. Brady Norman.
This guy first, please.
Thanks.
Brennan Lester.
You can come up closer. So yes, powers I have is only you can take over.
Cooper Mars. Jack O'Brien. Hayden Mars. Evan McMullen. Misael Herrera. Asa Kale. Coach Arthur Stringer. And then Coach Jack Brady.
Why don't we get you guys all centered in the middle for a nice picture with your coaches up here. Group shot.
You're in it.
1, 2, 3.
Don't move yet. Coach, you want to say a few words?
Just a couple quick words. First of all, thank you so much for having us. And thank you for putting up with us, for blocking traffic, running under the streets, sidewalks, trying to keep off your lawns. But, you know, if we're cutting through lawns, usually we'll put on some maroon so it looks like it's Morton. But you know, over the last couple of weeks, a lot of people have reached out to me and they've said, hey, you know, what happened? You know, you've been at this 34 years, there's no wins in there. And the three things, I'll steal a little bit from one of our guys: right place, right time, right kids. So thank you so much.
You are welcome to stick around for the rest of the meeting. We're talking budget and a bunch of other things tonight. Or you go do your homework. Let's see how fast you can. You're going.
Congratulations, guys.
And we're going to look at some village-wide recognition and a sign coming forward.
That's awesome.
Okay, I'm actually going to come down for this next one. We're doing a special business recognition tonight, and I'm just going to step down this way. Hi. Myself and the board have always known what a great community we have. We have great residents. We also have great business owners and community members. And we always thank people in groups and stuff like this, but we talked about, doing a better job of recognizing people for what they do, and we talked about recognizing business owners going forward. And, we came up with the idea, and I thought we would start tonight. We'd like to recognize a special business owner. So, Stevie, you want to bring up what you have over there for a second? So tonight we chose to honor a longtime business owner and community member. I don't like to just call her business owner, but we want to honor Betty LeClere tonight. That's why I wanted all these witnesses here so she couldn't do this. Because everyone who knows Betty knows she doesn't like special attention. But Stevie would like to present something on behalf of the village to you right now.
Yeah, so Betty, as part of our holiday celebration, we had an independent artist there to paint the streetscape. And she loved your front window, and she did the focal point of Betty's flowers. So we'd like to present that to you as one of the... Your wonderful grandchild, because there's a proclamation that I'd like to read now. So, whereas recognition of longstanding civic engagement, involvement, and contribution is a priority for the village board of trustees and staff. Whereas Betty LeClere has been a longtime resident for over 50 years with contributions to civic engagement via village board service through her personal family commitments. Whereas Betty LeClere has been a member of the Brookfield Chamber of Commerce for many years and has served in the capacity of president for several years. Where Betty LeClere has been a business owner of Betty's Flowers, contributing to the economic vitality of the village of Brookfield. This reads for over 2 decades, but I believe it's 24 years this month, correct? Last month.
December 8th.
December 8th, 24 years as Betty's Flowers. Whereas Betty LeClere has committed hundreds of hours over many decades to the vitality of village community events through her involvement in Monsters on Main Street, Brookfield Holiday Celebration, which now hosts thousands of attendees annually with the regional draw, and so many other events. We could be here all night if I listed all the involvement, but so we'd like to take some special action tonight. Garvey, Village President of Brookfield, do hereby proclaim Betty LeClere Avenue in the Village of Brookfield in the area adjoining Broadway Avenue to Betty's Flowers, and call upon the people of Brookfield to use Betty LeClere's long decades of civic service as an exemplary example in community service and dedication to improving our village. Witness whereof I have hereto set my hand and caused the seal of the Village of Brookfield to be affixed to this the 12th day of December 2022. Why don't you move over this way, a full family picture, including Dave here. Anyone else who wants to come closer to get pictures? Buy those flowers.
Can I have my sister, my brother-in-law, and my wife come on up, and we'll get a family picture. I had the pleasure, the honor of lying to my mother to come here today, so sorry, Mom.
You ready? 1, 2, 3. Everyone else?
Okay, so this sign is for you to keep. There's going to be Public Works has been waiting to put the sign up in front of your shop, but it will go up in the next day or two, right in front of your shop on a pole out there to honor you. And this was just our way of saying thank you to all you've done for the Village of Brookfield, not just for the business community. You've been involved in everything, and I know you're so quiet and humble, and you're probably going to kill me, but we did want to acknowledge you, so thank you so much.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
So we do have cookies and some refreshments down in the basement, if you guys, unless you want to stay for the budget and everything else. But we got the basement downstairs, you guys can.
Betty just asked I say thank you to everyone. She doesn't want, she'll kill me if I make her speak, but as I said, some of her very good friends arranged some refreshments downstairs. We wish we could join you. We do have some, actually, an agenda to go through. And Trustee LeClere, you are free to go down and celebrate with your family. We have a quorum. If you'd like to go down, you have. But thank you to everyone that came out tonight, and drive carefully down Betty LeClere Avenue, please.
I'll meet you down.
It's almost as big as Kaylee.
Thank you, Mike. My board.
I'll just sign it. I don't know if we're going to do like a different one or something, but we'll just wait.
Pass this down. We haven't even voted on it, but
Getting ahead of himself.
yeah. That's fine. Just making sure it's in your hands.
Okay, we're going to get started back up again. Thank you, everybody. Real quick, before we move on, there's one more special recognition I wanted to do. I wanted to congratulate our good friend and village attorney, Adam Durkin. He was married this past Saturday and is spending his Monday night with us. Dedicated married man that he is, he's joining us. So congratulations. That's just for you and your wife. And extreme dedication being here tonight. So thank you. Thank you. So moving on in terms of the agenda, we have a public hearing tonight, which is required by state statute for the levy. So at, let's see what time, it's 6:54 p.m. I'd like to call to order the public hearing. Bridget, can we have a roll call for the public hearing?
Trustee Ketchmark?
Here.
Trustee Cote?
Here.
Trustee Hendricks?
Here.
Trustee Conroy?
Here.
Trustee LeClere?
Here.
Trustee Kaluzny?
Here.
And President Garvey?
Here. So notice of the public hearing was published in the November 30th, 2022 edition of the Brookfield Riverside Landmark. At the board meeting on November 14th, 2022, the village board adopted resolution number 2022-56, determining the estimated amounts of money to be raised through ad valorem property taxes. The amount of the requested tax levy is $14,895,752. The total village and library property tax levy is estimated to increase by 4.73%. Do any of the village board members have any comments on the levy? Okay, hearing none, does any member of the public wish to comment on the proposed tax levy? Okay, after hearing no public comments, I would ask the motion to adjourn the public hearing.
So moved.
Second.
Motion was made by trustee Cote, second by trustee LeClere at 6:56. Roll call, please.
Trustee Ketchmark?
Aye.
Trustee Cote?
Aye.
Trustee Hendricks?
Aye.
Trustee Conroy?
Aye.
Trustee LeClere?
Aye.
Trustee Kaluzny?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Okay. And then we have one more item that requires a public hearing. The proposed vacation of a piece of property on 29th Street in the village, a 33-foot right-of-way between Sunnyside Avenue and Prairie Avenue. So I'd like to call to order the public hearing on that item to order at 6:56.
So moved.
Bridget, can we just have a roll call for that one?
Trustee Ketchmark?
Here.
Trustee Cote?
Here.
Trustee Hendricks?
Here.
Trustee Conroy?
Here.
Trustee LeClere?
Here.
Trustee Kaluzny?
Here.
Okay, thank you. Notice of this public hearing was also published in the November 23rd, 2022 edition of the Brookfield Landmark. Do any board members have questions or comments regarding the village's proposed vacation of a 33-foot right-of-way between Sunnyside Avenue and Prairie Avenue? Okay, hearing none, does any member of the public have any questions or comments related to the subject of right-of-way between Sunnyside and Prairie? Tim, do you want to just provide a very brief summary as to what, I know it's not a typical thing that we do, but could you just give a brief
Sure.
explanation?
Sure. What we're proposing and staff is recommending this evening is really just vacating a portion of unimproved right-of-way. So 29th Street, just adjacent, just to the north is the Forest Preserve. This has never been developed as a street or alley by the village. And so really what it is what we call it's a paper right-of-way. So it's been platted on the Sidwells, on parcel maps and so forth, but it's never been improved as right-of-way. There have been a couple of residences, as you can see in the photo, that have kind of already started to use this right-of-way for driveways to access garages. The village has never objected to that, but this practice or this recommendation really comes across as recognizing the village has no interest in this property. We do not intend to ever turn it into a street or alley. We will reserve an easement for utilities that run underneath there. So if we ever need to get in there to access a water main or a sewer main, we will do that. And that's really what we're doing. We're trying to clean this up. These 4 adjoining properties that are in red, circled in red, will then incorporate into their private property this 33-foot stretch for as long as it adjoins their existing lot. So it does make their lots larger, more buildable, and certainly gives a lot more flexibility to that. It does put this property on the tax rolls, and it does eliminate any potential village liability for anything that could potentially happen on that right-of-way. So there is a public interest to be served by doing this, which is why staff is recommending the vacation.
Thank you, Tim. Based on the manager's comments, does any member of the public have any questions, comments? Okay, hearing none, I'd entertain a motion to adjourn the public hearing at 6:59 p.m.
So moved.
Second.
The motion to adjourn was made by trustee Cote, second by trustee Kaluzny. Roll call, please.
Trustee Ketchmark?
Aye.
Trustee Cote?
Aye.
Trustee Hendricks?
Aye.
Trustee Conroy?
Aye.
Trustee LeClere?
Aye.
Trustee Kaluzny?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Now we'll move on to public comment. Is there any member of the public that wishes to comment at this time on my right side? Seeing none, anybody on the left? Okay, hearing no public comment, can we move on to reports of special committees? Trustee Cote, please.
I would like to make a motion to approve corporate warrant dated December 12th, 2022, in the amount of $1,875,508.89 minus check number 36448.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, the motion to approve the warrant minus check 3648 was made by trustee Cote, second by trustee Kaluzny. Any questions or comments? Any highlights, trustee Cote?
Not on this one.
Okay. Hearing none, roll call, please.
Trustee Ketchmark?
Aye.
Trustee Cote?
Aye.
Trustee Hendricks?
Aye.
Trustee Conroy?
Aye.
Trustee LeClere?
Aye.
Trustee Kaluzny?
Aye.
Motion passes.
I would like to make a motion to approve check number
36448 in the amount of $15,373.
So moved. For a second.
Okay, the motion was made by Trustee Cote, second by Trustee Ketchmark. Anything you want to reference on the check, or?
No, this was a payment for baskets and a lot of the stuff that came up for the holiday in the fall and for a sign, part of the sign program.
Okay, and
I asked Trustee Cote to pull the check, because I didn't want to, I felt that I wanted to abstain on the check to Betty's Flowers.
Sure.
I've done that in the past and just,
No, I appreciate that. The check is to
Yes.
Betty's Flowers for baskets and flowers provided for the business districts. And Trustee LeClere, well, I don't think he's under an obligation to recuse himself. He typically does in an abundance of caution.
But it was also for part of the PIP program, too.
And the PIP program also. So, any questions or comments from the board? Can we have a roll call on that check, please?
Trustee Ketchmark?
Aye.
Trustee Cote?
Aye.
Trustee Hendricks?
Aye.
Trustee Conroy?
Aye.
Trustee LeClere?
abstain.
Trustee Kaluzny?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you.
In regards to DPW, first I'd like to say, I drove here over the bridge and I felt like I shouldn't have. And, so I thought that was good, but thank you to DPW, Public Works, the village staff, all the volunteers for all the hard work in the past couple of weeks, not just with the bridge, but also with the holiday celebration and the tree lighting. It was very smooth. It went well. The streets program, or the streets department, they began filling potholes for the winter, and they've been completing the grading of the alleys in hopes to have a smoother preparation for the winter, so when they go to plow out the snow, it's not full of potholes. The water department has been working with the Shields resurfacing project and resumed work on the sewer adjustments and hydrant replacements. Forestry has returned to tree removal program, which is expected to continue as long as weather allows. In regards to the library, please check out the library's website for all the upcoming events. Tomorrow is a showing of Top Gun, their holiday gingerbread workshop on the 17th. There's a lot of events coming up for the winter. And they have also extended their paver program, and they're set to install pavers through March of 2023, hopefully. There are still opportunities to sponsor. Please visit their website on the front page, click on donate. It's in the right-hand side, I believe it is. So please go visit the library's website. There's a lot of events coming up as well. The holidays can be difficult for many people. You might be struggling, you might be in need. We do have 2 food pantries here in Brookfield. Every Tuesday, tomorrow night is the one, Share Food, Share Love is open. It's from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Please visit if you are in need, or please visit, go into their website and look for volunteer times. They're always in need of volunteers. We have a lot of people in need during that time. Also during the holidays, I want to remind everybody that if you are struggling, I understand. You can call 988 if you need help. If you're a veteran and you are in need of help, they do have a VA coach at 888-823-7458, Monday through Friday. They'll help you. They'll walk you through anything. If you are a homeless vet or you know a vet who's in verge of becoming homeless, please call 877-424-3838. We also have pamphlets out in the hallway out there from the vet center that'll help other veterans in need with all the programs that are available to you. And also from Hope for the Day, they also left pamphlets for those that are struggling. PTSD is not just limited to veterans. There are plenty of other people who are in need. So please check out those pamphlets and the papers that we have out in the hallway for those. Thank you, and that concludes my report.
Thank you, Trustee Cote. Sorry about that, I just noticed something. Trustee Conroy, Chamber of Commerce, please.
Yeah, so holiday celebration, as Trustee Cote mentioned, that went off this past Saturday without a hitch. Had a great turnout despite the cold. And really want to thank, first and foremost, the sponsors, without which we wouldn't be able to host the event. So just would like to go through this, starting with our platinum sponsors, with Irish Times, Fill My Jar, Sweetener Supply, The Little Owl, Sebastian's, and First National Bank of Brookfield. Then also our gold sponsors with Imperial Oak Brewing and Siorba Group. And then silver sponsors with Pulaski Lodge number 630, Complete Auto and Towing, Rodriguez Auto Repair, CarStar, Lorena's Hair Salon, College Hunks Hauling Junk and Moving, Tischler's Finer Foods, Johnson Nosek Funeral Home, Lions Pinner Electric, and Hitzman Funeral Home. Thank you to all them. Thank you also to the First National Bank of Brookfield, who not only were they a platinum sponsor, they also allowed us to put the tree on their property there at Progress Park, as they are the actual owners of that parcel. Thank you also to the Sokals and the Compassion Factory for letting us use their property for the petting zoo. And then thank you to everyone else that helped contribute in pulling this off. Stevie and village staff, great work. The rec department, public works department with all of the closures, the police, the safety, the fire department for helping escort Santa after his sleigh broke down, and then just the host of volunteers and all of the wonderful characters, with the exception of the conductor, which I heard was difficult to work with and had a conflict. Other than that, it went great. And again, thank you all. It was a wonderful event and will continue to be and just continue to grow. So, yeah, thank you, everybody, for helping make that happen.
Thank you, Trustee Conroy. Trustee Hendricks, Planning and Zoning.
No report.
Trustee Ketchmark, Administration, Economic Development.
The next meeting of the Economic Development Commission is this Wednesday. I will report in January when we come back on that meeting.
Thank you, Trustee Ketchmark. Trustee LeClere, Parks and Recreation.
We've not met since our last meeting. Our next meeting is December 20th, 6:30, right here in the courtroom.
Thank you. Trustee Kaluzny, Conservation and Beautification.
The Conservation Commission met earlier at the end of November, and they decided to plan another meeting. They normally cancel their December meeting, but they're going to have a meeting on Monday, December 19th, to talk further about sustainability planning and some planning for 2023. I also wanted to note that a couple of village staff and I have been attending the C4 meetings, the Cross Community Climate Collaborative. There's 15 communities participating in that initiative. We're going to have 8 meetings. They are very exciting meetings. We get to talk about lots of funding opportunities that'll hopefully be available to our communities in the future. And they're also providing some great guidance between communities on what we can all work on together. So I'll keep reporting on that in the future as I attend more of those meetings. But thank you to village staff also for attending and participating. It's been great so far. The Beautification Commission has not met since our last meeting. They do not have a December meeting, but they are in the final stages of voting on the best front yard holiday decorations. And so all of those are in, and someone is going to be the lucky winner this year of having the most beautiful front yard. So keep your eye out for Beautify Brookfield's website and village website to see who has the most magnificent yard, so you can go buy it later. And their next meeting will be January 10th at 6:30 p.m. That ends my report.
Thank you, Trustee Kaluzny. And as we wind down to the end of the year and the last meetings for these commissions, I just want to thank all our volunteer commissions and board members on those commissions that are truly volunteers and give so much and do so much legwork for the village. So please pass on, as you liaisons to the commissions, our personal thanks from the board for another great year of work, and look forward to many good things in the coming year. So. Just briefly, in terms of my report, the Solid Waste Agency and the WCMC have not met since our last meeting. Brookfield Zoo, the holiday lights seem to be going very well, and the traffic control and the communication with our police department seems to be going very well. And now that the bridge is open, I think things will be even smoother. But I think that's an example of how things have improved over the years with their communication and us talking to them and working our way through everything from the reservation system to just the communication. I think the traffic impact has been better in our neighborhoods. Just I think it's working out. We always, appreciated the zoo. It did get inconvenient for some of our residents, and there were some safety concerns about traffic backups, and I think things are going better because of the cooperation between the two groups. And staff continues to work with the zoo on other initiatives for the betterment of both organizations. So I know there'll be more news coming in the coming year about that. So. And then just briefly, in terms of economic development, as Trustee Ketchmark indicated, the Economic Development Commission continues to meet, and I want to especially thank them for their work and effort on the, getting that organization up and going and moving forward. I just want to remind people as you finish up your holiday shopping, you know, Trustee Conroy mentioned all the great sponsors for the holiday celebration, and we talk about how much they do for us throughout these special events of the year. The best way you can thank them, I mean, a thank you is nice, but the best way you can thank is spend some of your money there, make their cash registers ring in the coming weeks. They volunteer a lot of their time. They give up a lot of their money to make things happen in the village. I always remind you that, you know, these are the people that sponsor your kids' sports teams and your fundraisers at school. The best way you could say thank you is you do your holiday shopping, make an effort to buy in Brookfield as much as you can. We have a lot of great choices from restaurants and gift cards and craft shops and jewelry stores and flower shops. Just, you know, make an effort, and, you know, gift cards from those things for people in your lives or gifts can be a great way to say thank you to the business owners that do so much for our village. So that's my little economic development pitch right now, just so please keep that in mind. Okay, that ends the reports of special committees. At this point, I would entertain a motion to pass the omnibus agenda.
So moved.
Second.
The motion was made by Trustee Cote, second by Trustee LeClere. Roll call, please.
Trustee Ketchmark?
Aye.
Trustee Cote?
Aye.
Trustee Hendricks?
Aye.
Trustee Conroy?
Aye.
Trustee LeClere?
Aye.
Trustee Kaluzny?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Okay, thank you. That's passed. We have some items under regular business we want to address individually. The first item, I'd entertain a motion to pass an ordinance approving variances from Section 62-75, bulk yard and space requirements of the zoning code to construct a new garage at 9022 Fairview Avenue.
So moved. Second.
The motion was made by Trustee Hendricks, second by Trustee Kaluzny. Any questions or comments from the board? This was, of course, discussed at a committee meeting. It was put through a meeting of the Planning and Zoning Commission with the recommendation from staff and the Planning and Zoning Commission. Any questions or comments from the board? Okay, hearing none, roll call, please.
Trustee Ketchmark?
Aye.
Trustee Cote?
Aye.
Trustee Hendricks?
Aye.
Trustee Conroy?
Aye.
Trustee LeClere?
Aye.
Trustee Kaluzny?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you. The next item, I'd entertain a motion to pass an ordinance establishing the 2022 Village of Brookfield tax levy.
So moved.
Second.
The motion was made by Trustee Cote, second by Trustee LeClere. Any questions or comments? This was the subject of a public hearing tonight and several meetings and discussions by the village board previously. Hearing no public or board comment, roll call, please.
Trustee Ketchmark?
Aye.
Trustee Cote?
Aye.
Trustee Hendricks?
Aye.
Trustee Conroy?
Aye.
Trustee LeClere?
Aye.
Trustee Kaluzny?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you. And then this item was also the subject of a public hearing tonight. I entertain a motion to pass an ordinance vacating the 29th Street right-of-way between Sunnyside Avenue and Prairie Avenue.
So moved. Second.
Motion was made by Trustee LeClere, second by Trustee Kaluzny. Any questions or comments from the board? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Trustee Ketchmark?
Aye.
Trustee Cote?
Aye.
Trustee Hendricks?
Aye.
Trustee Conroy?
Aye.
Trustee LeClere?
Aye.
Trustee Kaluzny?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you. I'd entertain a motion now to pass a resolution adopting the fiscal year 2023 annual budget and 5-year plan.
So moved.
Second.
Motion was made by Trustee Cote, second by Trustee Kaluzny. Any questions or comments from the board?
Thank you for all of your hard work on this, staff. And Doug.
Yes, I'd like to add my thanks. This is, this is a quick moment that we're passing this, but it was a lot of work over the course of months in the planning and the 5-year plan. There's a lot of, staff time, the department heads, and, the budget workshop meetings that we had. This is the culmination of that, passing this tonight, but I appreciate all the hard work on behalf of the board, so. Any other comments? Okay, hearing none, roll call, please.
Trustee Ketchmark?
Aye.
Trustee Cote?
Aye.
Trustee Hendricks?
Aye.
Trustee Conroy?
Aye.
Trustee LeClere?
Aye.
Trustee Kaluzny?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Okay, thank you. And last but not least, I'd entertain a motion to pass an ordinance authorizing the purchase of 2 Stryker LifePak 15 cardiac monitors, defibrillators, and a 7-year service agreement from Stryker Medical through Savick Buying Group in the amount of $76,157.90.
So moved.
Second.
The motion was made by Trustee Cote, second by Trustee Kaluzny. I know Chief Adams is in the audience waiting to go pick these up.
Well, I wish it was that quick, but like I said, you passed the budget, now we're spending it already.
No.
This is to avoid any cost increases after the first of the year, plus there's a 9 to 10 month delivery on these, so it's like
No, we appreciate, we try and keep you guys well equipped. You do a great job, and these are devices that, you hope you never need, but you're going to need them, and they will save lives. So appreciate you bringing this forward, and as you said, it was included in the budget. So any further questions or comments from
What's
the board?
the life expectancy on them again?
8 to 10 years, and we're at 10 years, a couple models old, and
Right.
like you said, the little pieces that break we can get, it's the brains. If the brains go bad, then we're gonna be out of luck, so. The brains keep the heart going.
Okay, if there's no further comment, roll call, please.
Trustee Ketchmark?
Aye.
Trustee Cote?
Aye.
Trustee Hendricks?
Aye.
Trustee Conroy?
Aye.
Trustee LeClere?
Aye.
Trustee Kaluzny?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Tim, anything in the manager's report?
Before I give this update, I just want to remind you the bridge is open. It's a beautiful bridge. Don't forget that. We are so happy to have the bridge open, and we go across it 6 times a day. So the next capital project that we're pivoting towards is the fountain, the 8 Corners Fountain. The 8 Corners Fountain that is right now at a standstill. I will make a bet that we will get that fountain done faster than it took to get the bridge done. If anyone wants to take me up on that, you can just let me know. It took 1.5 years, not 2.5 years, Bob, in your article. We are undergoing a delay right now. There is supply chain problems getting the vault, which will be underground and houses. It's literally a cement vault that will house the plumbing and the electrical and the pumps. The part of the fountain that you'll never see again. We have supply chain problems there, but it should be coming shortly. The hopefully last delay we've experienced is through power. There was an error on the design engineer's power supply issue to the fountain. I'm not an electrician, but the plans call for 200 amp service, but it needs to be 300 amp service. ComEd has been cooperatively working with us to identify where we can get the 300 amp service delivered from a nearby pole to that site. We have just Friday, got verification where that can take place. So we should be moving forward with that work to get the proper electrical work in such ample supply to the site, and we can finish the fountain. The goal is, weather permitting, to continue to work on the fountain throughout the winter. Come springtime, when we actually want to use the fountain, the goal is to have the fountain open and ready to go. Any questions on that? Don't forget the bridge is open. Ask me. Second of all, we do have some holiday closings coming up. Village Hall and all village offices will be closed on December 23rd. December 26th will be closed for the afternoon on December 30th, and then on January 2nd. That is for the Christmas and New Year's holidays. So on behalf of the village staff, I want to wish the village board and the public a very happy holiday season. That's all I have.
Thank you, Tim. Appreciate it, and we're just, as you said, it's the nicest bridge ever. It's going to be the nicest fountain, when it's going to be done. And again, these things, there's certain things that we've come to learn aren't always in our control, but we're trying to move them through as quickly as possible and avoid the inconvenience. But we want to make sure it's done right, and it will be very, very nice when it's open. So, all right, thank you. That ends the items we have on the village board agenda. So at 7:19, I'd entertain a motion to adjourn the village board meeting.
So moved.
Second.
The motion to adjourn was made by Trustee Conroy, second by Trustee Kaluzny. Roll call, please.
Trustee Ketchmark?
Aye.
Trustee Cote?
Aye.
Trustee Hendricks?
Aye.
Trustee Conroy?
Aye.
Trustee LeClere?
Aye.
Trustee Kaluzny?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Okay, we're adjourned at 7:20.